Hey guys, it's Paul from Alexandria Knife Sharpening and Laser Engraving. I want to go over one knife here that I just came across, and I have sharpened these before and I've seen these before, and there's occasionally a knife that you just bang your head and go, why did they design it this way? And this is one of those knives that falls into this category. This is a Tramontina Santoku. And I've run into this with other Tramontino knives too. This knife has, in my opinion, a very significant flaw that makes it very hard to sharpen. And almost every one of these that I ever see comes in has the same problem, because really it's one of those few knives that just about any place that you would try and sharpen this, I have never found a machine that can do this knife perfectly, because it's a bad design. This is a knife where someone didn't give a whole lot of thought to the person that has to sharpen this. And in fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if the blade and everything is even sharpened before the handle is put on here. But I'll show you why this is so bad. So even if you have a 1x30 with a cutaway area so that you're not hitting bolsters or anything like that, on this knife, you can't get close because of how they designed this handle. And in my opinion, the blade goes also too long into this handle. It needs about, a little bit just taken off right from here would be the first part to start that would help this. But you can see all that sticking out there? For one, it's not even helping the person using this knife, but every one of these that I ever see, this part's way long because nobody can hit it sharpening. And that's pretty rare, because 9 times out of 10, this is the machine I can get the closest on is my 2x42, because I can really off track this a good bit. But even this is still not ideal. And the other problem you run into is your abrasive will start to hit the handle. And you'll notice on these, they always are cut up right here in this part of the handle. Because I'm just sorry, but sorry Tramontina, because I think these are great knives. They stay really nice and they're sharp, but it's just a bad design. Now normally, someone asked just the other day, I think they were talking about a Wusthof Pro, or was it the Pro? Might have been the Henkel's Pro. There's a couple of them, and I've shown them before in videos, where they always hit. But it's 9 times out of 10 when I go to my Tormek machine. And let me show you the problem with this. It's very similar here, and this is why this is a bad design. All right, so here's my Tormek, and look what happens here. Same thing. The handle hits before you can hit that end. You really, no matter how you angle the knife, you end up hitting this handle again. Just a bad design. So I'm going to show you what my solution has been to this. My solution has been to correct the profile by grinding this extra bit away. I just take it out, okay? It's very simple. Just make the blade even with the end of the handle. You don't need this little extra, what is it, maybe 1/4 of an inch, if that goes into this handle down there. It's not doing any good, and it makes this knife impossible to sharpen properly. And another machine that's usually a go-to for me if I run into a knife that's just super difficult, and that would be my TS Prof. And even this knife even hits on the TS Prof, because that handle is just absolutely in the way. So I'm going to show you how I fix this. And it starts with just reprofiling of this blade. I am going to grind away this extra bit right here. All right, so let me get started on that, and I'll show you what we're going to do here. So to give you an idea what I'm going to do here, I've marked it with some Sharpie That's the section I'm going to take out, just that little bit. But by removing that little bit, we're going to make this knife a whole lot easier to deal with and sharpen. And I'm going to do it on my 2x42. You could do it on really any machine. You might want to take a fairly aggressive belt. I'm going to use a 60 Bora 7 belt here. And then as I start getting close, you can check it if you want on your machine that you're going to sharpen it on. And that should be enough right there. I feel that's pretty good. So now you'll see, at least I'm way closer on this 1x30. I'd still off track it some, but at least I can hit it without running into that handle now. Now, for me, I would probably do this on my 2x42 that's right next to it, my Grizzly. But already you can see, even on a 1x30, just removing that tiny little bit is going to make it a lot easier. In my shop, since I have probably more options than most people, I would go to my Grizzly. And now you can see just so much better. Removing that little bit of extra metal that, in my opinion, just probably should have never been there in the first place. And that's my solution to dealing with these Traumatinas. And I can tell you, it's one of the few knives that I've ever had to do this to. But when you run into one, you're going to be like, who designed this knife? What were they thinking about when they did this handle? They must hate people who sharpen. And that's my solution to it. I just reprofile that blade. I take that little bit of metal that's just not needed out, and that's how I do it. Hope that helps some of you out. That's my solution to fixing the poorly designed handle on these Traumatinas. Other than that, it's a fantastic knife. They sharpen great. I got a couple of these in my kitchen that I got from, I believe Costco sells them, and they are pretty decent knives considering, other than that minor flaw in the handle. For my 1x30 people out there, I would say you can easily do this just by coming up top and then take out that section that way. You can grind it up here. Don't forget also, if you have those cut marks where someone clearly who sharpened this before me hit the handle several times, you can take those out with a little light sandpaper. Just always be careful with these white handles. Another thing that I don't love seeing, when you see restaurant knives with white handles, they always look awful after a while. But you can take some of those scratches and marks out. This cleaned up pretty nice with a little bit of sandpaper, and that looks good. And remember, just don't leave any really rough edges here too. You might want to touch that a little bit with maybe an A30 or one of your smoother grit belts, and just give it a little smoothing out of anything there, just to be sure you're not leaving anything sharp there. But this will make everything happier for everybody, including the owner of the knife. And that's my solution to these Traumatinas that I just don't think they thought about the handle when they designed this knife. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.
You don't get razor sharp edges like this using cheap belts, because dull is never an option.